Okay, I think I'm here now. We'll just have to see. But hopefully it's all running properly. Yeah, one would hope. So, I got into Hood at open and I'm trying to get into NVIDIA now. Hood's already at 50%, so that happened quickly. NVIDIA may wait for this last 30 seconds on the day, or sorry, on the 5 before doing that. I really wanted to get into TEM, but I had a bit of difficulty getting on the live, so the only thing that I got into was Hood. What I want to see on NVIDIA is something like this. Let's see. Well, this isn't really what I want. Let's see. Bit all over the place. Ah, for fuck's sake. Trying to get this live going has me a little out of sorts. So, I'm gonna long SPY here off of that. And I'll have to just show the NVIDIA chart in a minute. If I can get into SPY. Okay, well, I can't get into SPY. Finally got into NVIDIA. Really wanted ARM, but that's okay. I'm going to keep trying to get into SPY. Come on, baby. Okay, so missed ARM, which is unfortunate, but we're in SPY, NVIDIA, and Hood. Honestly, the cues are much stronger. I just prefer to trade SPY. It is what it is. Hood is already up 60%. And then we'll put stops in. I don't want SPY to flip the day red. We can wait on TEM. May have to take ARM off of my charts because, come on. It's just feeling frustrating to see it like that. To see this on ARM is pretty frustrating for me. Yeah, so now I'm going to set my little station up a little bit better so I can be more prepared. This is bothering me. Okay, weekday. 15. So what we want on TEM. Already triggered the week, looking for here. This is my next target on TEM. Now I have to wait for these fivers, so waiting on that. NVIDIA looks like it has fallen. Not ideal. Let's see. I'm just putting alerts so I can keep an eye on it, but I'm not exiting NVIDIA. My entry wasn't the best because I entered practically at ADR, but I'm going to let this fiver close, see if we can get outside of this line here on NVIDIA. And now I'm just sort of relaxing, right? Like I want to be trading SPY mostly. So just taking it in, slowed it down quite a bit, making sure that we're not taking crazy losses. Hood is like not even moving, but the contracts are in terms of this is going down, but my contracts are going up. Hood was put into the S&P Friday after hours, I believe. So that's what that is. May have to get out of SPY here. Yes, it flipped the day red. Thinking about letting the 5er close on SPY. Or just letting 5ers close across the board. Not on SPY. 0 days are going to eat me alive. Everything else I think I can live with. I'll just have to get back into SPY. And again, I don't want to be trading off of any sort of nerves or excitement or anything like that. So definitely zoned in on taking it a little bit easy. I just want to know what NVIDIA's doing. I want to know if SPY gets back over open, so here. And I want to know if Hood puts in a new low. Everything else, we can settle in. Interesting what Figma's doing. I did get a notification on AMD. Okay, not that exciting. It should fill this gap, honestly. That's what I'm waiting on AMD to do. So you could actually trade that down. But yeah, I'm not trying to jump into a ton of trades at this point. Let's go in video. We definitely need to clear this. Hood as well. Obviously, we want to clear ADR. All the news behind Hood should really carry us for the time being. This is why you let 5ers close, but note, this is a 0 day contract, right? You can't hold it like that, which is why I didn't let that close. So things like this, great, let this close, great, let this close, right? Okay. I'm really trying to get a hold of, not get a hold of, but know what I'm feeling when I'm trading live. So this is perfect for me. All right, great. I may get back into SPY if we flip the day green again. Smartest move would be to just maybe take it easy on SPY, get into Qs, or to let this 5er close and get an inside 5er trigger. But what the fuck? I feel as though I was in those contracts. Was I not? No, I wasn't. Okay. I thought the contracts I was in just did 30%, but I was looking at the wrong one. Okay. So Hood, I need to put some sort of stops in. SPY has flipped the day. All the more reason to get in, which I am doing now. Let's go, NVIDIA. Okay, so back in SPY, also in NVIDIA and in Hood. Everything else we can wait for 15ers. I'll be adding on SPY 15ers. And yeah, don't want to make a new low. We just flipped the day again. Don't love that. Why do I not have... Right, that's, yeah, what the hell? I don't have time frame continuity on this chart. I don't know what's going on with it. It's like spazzing out. That's weird. Okay. All right, feeling pleased with what is happening now. We have to wait for 15ers, and I'm going to set this up. 515, great. I'm going to do that across the board. Let's see if I can transport my setup. Ah, lovely. Keep up. NVIDIA. This is annoying. I get it. Like, I get it. Got it. Got it. Ugh. for fuck's sake. Okay. NVIDIA, lovely, right? Straight out the gate, we are pleased with this move. Our target, we definitely need that, which is here. First target of the day. Well, not the first target of the day. First target of the day is ADR, which we have pushed through, which means my SPY. Yep. Looking good, looking good. ARM is giving an opportunity. I don't know if I want it, but it is giving it. Figma not doing much. Cool. So, Tim. Hopefully it gives me a better entry. I want to just set all my stuff up. Mate, figuring out how to, what the fuck? Figuring out how to live stream is not a happy pastime for me. All right, let's see. Interesting that my SPY is still down. No reason for concern. Let's go Hood, baby. Really want Hood to just send it, which it looks like it just may. Loving NVIDIA. This is also a 15er trigger, right? Wickless 15er, absolute beauty. NVIDIA is now up 20%. Debating an ad. It looks like SPY may be a little hairy today. Yeah, we're gonna add on NVIDIA. If it flips that 15er green, we'll get out of this ad. Sorry, if it flips it red, right? Kind of a risky ad, not an actual actionable signal. Probably should have waited on a 5, but I just think that NVIDIA is going to hit this target, which we should have an alert for. Ding, ding, ding. Create, ready to go. So the only thing I'm taking a loss on is SPY, but frankly, I'm not that concerned. Hood is literally putting the portfolio on its back. Definitely don't want to cross back down underneath the 15er trigger on Hood. The opportunity was there to get in, but it was quick. Ooh-wee. This is my target on Hood, and then we want all-time highs. I'm going to exit SPY. That's what I get for rushing it, but that's all right. There's my target on Hood. You know, I'm not going to exit unless it makes low of day, honestly. Hood's doing okay. So we'll just keep that in there. Should have waited for a proper entry on it, but you know. All right. Hood. I'm going to have to put some sort of stop in. Oh, I hate to do it because I feel like it's going to kick me out when I don't want to get out. But I also don't want to be stupid. It's up 116%. So even if you do get kicked out, it's not the worst thing in the world. It could be, honestly, it could be. Let's do this. Okay. NVIDIA ad, well, it's only down 3%, so I'm not too nervous. Exiting SPY though. Crazy 0-day. Let's see what fibers look like really quickly. Okay. So we are coming to the end of the AM session for me. Oh my goodness, Hood is pumping. And look at SPY. You know, sometimes things are just upsetting, aren't they? All right, I need my mouse to work. It's important for my mouse to work. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Let's click off. TEM, do you want to be a hero? I will wait on your 15s. Spy wants to be a hero as well, but I'm gonna have to wait these 10 minutes. Thinking in my brain, do I want to wait those 10 minutes? Let's see. What's a tenner? Okay, we can wait 40 seconds. If we get a good tenner on Spy, maybe we can pump it. Yeah, so again, coming to the end of the AM session. It is 9:50. So just going to position myself to hold what I am in. And yeah, so hear the cues. For fuck's sake. I don't love this. I don't love them getting in and out of Spy the way that I am. All right, so we want to trigger this tenor. Go drink some water, play some tennis, enjoy the Monday. No reason to get hectic. Stops are in. Life is good. Only looking to add on, not add, pardon me, get into a Spy. All my ads are done. There's no way I'm adding to Hood now. I should have added on the 15, but you know, when shit's just going like this, it's can make you nervous. And when shit does that, right, you don't want the 15 of flips to kick your ass. Oh, or any flip really, but this is just a 10 of flip. Nvidia getting aggressive on the downside. Take it easy. All right, my stops on Nvidia are at break even. The spreads are a little concerning, to be honest. Oh, never mind, they closed. That was just like a weird glitch, I think. But yeah, I'm just going to put stops in on that so I can move on with the day. These stops shouldn't get hit, to be honest. So let me do this. Okay. And this Spy's put. Remember when I said Qs were stronger? Yeah, should have definitely gone that way. I just like Spy better, but you know, when you see what's happening, you've got to actually execute and implement, and that's becoming an issue for me. Gotta fucking get my shit together. Honestly. If anyone's listening to me, I really don't like when you guys send me DMs during the trading hours. So if you could stop doing that, that'd be great. I ignore them, but it's just like the notification is a distraction when I'm really trying to hone in on my focus. All right, here we go. Nvidia to the moon, and I need Spy to catch up with its brothers. Okay, great. TEM is not as important. Still waiting on this 15er Nvidia, right? We've done what we wanted to do. We're still looking for this. 122 on the day, flip, wickless day, get in, stay in. Wanting the week to do a 2-2 on the week, and wanting the month to go outside, ultimately. So we are pleased with this movement. We have a 30-minute flip in 6 minutes. I'm just trying to think. Okay. Ba-da-ba. Okay, NVIDIA. What else am I looking at? Hood. I don't know if I'm even looking at Hood. Hood is just doing its thing. Doing the dash. Again, Hood gave us a beautiful inside fiver. This was your ad that I didn't take. Remember when I said I should have added on the 15er? It really was actually this fiver, which is the start of a new 15er. But you know, it is what it is. My T1 target's actually moved. So now first target is all-time highs. This should say ATH. This is my second target. So nothing but space up. What was I going to say? T2. Yes, sir. Wee. Okay. I'm feeling excitable, which is great. Maybe we can put in an inside 10er, or we can get a 15er trigger, which is in 5 minutes. So either way, everyone can leave happy, healthy, and whole. So, Tim, let me just put an alert on you on this 15er for you to grace us with something exciting. NVIDIA is just being itself, doing its thing. I don't know why that went off on Tim. It definitely had. Whoa, it did. Holy shit. Let's see. Is there a 10er entry? That was very quick. Ah. Do I take a 10er? This is a constant dilemma. Do you take a trigger when there's only 5 minutes left in the 15s and the 30s? My answer is going to be no, because I'm no longer trying to be a hero. What I'm trying to do is settle down and focus. SPY is now ready to be a hero. I will take this 10er entry on SPY. I'm kind of over getting in and out. So let's see. I need the 10er to stay triggered though. So I have not gotten in yet. I will set another alert for that. But I need to actually, I don't like when TradingView does that. See, cues are stronger, cues are stronger. Listen to yourself. Good Lord. Ah, the cues are stronger, but I think I'm still going to trade SPY. Why? Why? So silly. I'm going to trade SPY. It's going to kick me out 3 or 4 times. So dumb. Don't be that person. Okay. Well. Moving my stops again on Hood. Whoa. Let's see. Maybe I won't move my stops again, because that was an interesting pullback. Extremely interesting. I don't actually want to get out of Hood. I just want to protect myself. So it's a bit of a dilemma. Yeah, so I'm going back and forth. Like, should I move my stops? Should I not move my stops? That's really not a place I want to be trading from either. Is like, oh no, what do I do? Not worth it. Yeah, I may have to just like wait for SPY to give me like a higher time frame entry, because this back and forth is like not conducive to good trading. I just got kicked out of NVIDIA. How? Okay. Okay. How? That's weird. Okay. Well, now I have to wait. And now I have to exit SPY for the third time. Which is silly, you know, I've given SPY like $300 by getting in and out, like back and forth. I'm still up on the day, but it's like these, you don't have to give money back, you know. Yeah, like I don't want to exit hood. Just stop that. All right, NVIDIA, what's going on? Also, I should note, when I say like it's the end of the AM session, I shouldn't be entering any more trades. Maybe I have a problem with taking myself seriously, maybe? I don't know. I need to, you know, do what I say I'm going to do. So, right now, I am looking to get back into NVIDIA because my exit, I didn't like my exit. I didn't want that. We still have this TEM that we're watching, right? This 15er. But NVIDIA has to now give me another entry. Ugh. So disappointing. Because again, we have this on NVIDIA, right? Wickless day. We have the setup. Tim, let's go. It's very inside 30. So let's assess. But this 15er trigger is a re-trigger of the day, which I do like. So let's see how much Tim costs. And then that will inform us if it makes sense to get on the train. Woo! Tim is proud of their AI. They're not even saving lives yet. They're not profitable yet, so I don't know why they're this proud. Eugh. And then we just pulled back anyway. May want to wait on this inside 30 because it's very inside. See that? And again on NVIDIA, we'll just wait for a proper re-entry. And I should note, when I say I got kicked out, it's like I still have some, I just don't have my full position. Right, I got kicked out of some, I have runners. But the runners are now up 3.8%. So nothing to write home about. I don't really believe this pullback. So buy the dip. Let's see. Well, maybe I should believe it. I'm protected on hood. I just don't think it's gonna. But looking at things like this, like just like sitting on the 5 and looking and waiting and hoping and wishing, like terrible strategy. Terrible. So we're not going to do that. What else was interesting? Oh, did AMD fill the gap? Oof. Still in there. Definitely wants to though. If you want AMD, you can take this 3-2 if it re-triggers to the gap fill. Can't lie though, I would definitely prefer it to go up because then the market would be going up with it. And I am long everything SMCI. You know, I just can't get behind this ticker. People are keen on it. Like, people are really chatting about it. I just can't get behind it. Like, what is this? No one wants to trade that. Okay, QCOM. Interesting. There it is. I had an alert set. I even have my purple ticker. My purples is my favorite ones for the week. Interesting. And it even gave us an inside fiber. 3-2-15er. QCOM set you up for success. Beautiful trade. Netflix, I wanted down. Haha! Netflix is a tricky one. But yeah, it looks like we could play it up. Let's see. Ooh, okay. So, I need this 30 to re-trigger on Netflix. And then I'm going to go back to my good friends over here for a minute. Okay. Nothing crazy. No way Netflix already triggered it. I hate when it does that. Why does it do that? It like says something triggered when it didn't. Okay. Okay, we can live with this. We can live with this. Load them up. Was one I was a little disappointed with myself this morning. Let's see where we are now. Inside 15 up. Oh no, it's a tenner. Okay. So what's it? It's a wickless. Woof. Let's see. Inside tenner up, which means my 15er. Yeah. Still looks ready to be great. Don't love this inside 30, and I never trade ARM. So it's important to assess if I want to trade inside 30 on a ticker. I don't know. We got to look at the spreads, which I will in a moment, because more important to me is TEM, which I've already charted out and I really liked. But this also had an inside tenner, and it was expensive if I remember. Let's put TEM on the watch list, because this just seems a little too good to be true. Let's do 85s. Because what are my spreads? It's a $20 spread. That's a no for me. Let's see if we go closer to the money. Nah, still $20 spread. They can keep it. They can keep it. That's insane. Great setup though. $5 spread further out of the money, but I don't want to be that far. I don't want to get 90s. Do I? All-time high is 91. It's moving. Do I? Maybe I just do like a way out there risk. Nah, not worth it. There's better trades. TIM is too pricey, too spready, too all of that for me. Not interested. Nvidia looks like it is going to give me that little bit of... sorry, I'm pausing because my hood return is going down. There's ARM. Let's see. Let's see how much they are. I'm just not in the business of overpaying anymore. ARM is also expensive. Well, not too expensive. It is a chip stock. What is with these spreads? Damn, I got kicked out of hood. That's okay, I'll get back in. And I made some money on that. So, let's see. Okay. There's something to be said about the first 15 minutes and exiting there. If anyone wanted TIM or ARM, they're both great trades. I just don't want them. What am I looking at? Okay, I'm looking for Nvidia and hood and SPY. This is an area where I can get into trouble. overstaying my welcome. So just want to be cautious of that. NVIDIA 30s are inside. What did this baby do? Interesting move, Netflix. Netflix out here taking people's lunch. Why did I like Figma? Was it on the off the week off the bottom? Yeah, it was off this day to fill the gap. Well, you know, it doesn't give it to you, don't take it. Meta. Did give the 3-2 week. Tesla. Can't trust her. Tesla's still family. AMD. That means it did go down. Right. Yup. I may take this, honestly, to fill this gap. Yeah, this is like too perfect. 3-2-30. How much do I have on the hour? 30? Or 20? 20. 20. Okay. Let's see if we can trigger that again. No way it triggered it then. Yeah, like what is this? All right. Come on. All right, I'm gonna put it here because I'm not actually watching Figma. And I guess I want to see 15ers. Yeah. Well, if you're going to do it, then go on then. And if not, then, you know, rock off. Those NVIDIA runners are still at 3.85%, which is very strange. Okay, so as I said, I feel like I've overstayed my welcome. What I am looking for on the flip is aggressive moves to the upside. On which tickers? That would be Q, SPY, NVIDIA, and even Hood. I hope they put in an inside 15 and I can just enter here and go back up to the highs. In terms of what else, I don't think I'll play Netflix. I just think it's fun. It's getting this beautiful hammer hour. You see this? So it's a good trade. But personally, I just don't know if I need to risk that much. Netflix is pricey, can be spready. But yeah, we could see 1267 today, which would be interesting and fun. I'm going to do a quick flip through of what's going on to see if there's anything else that I'm remotely interested in. I'm curious about AMD, but at this point I'll have to wait for things to close, right? Because the 30's inside, so waiting on the flip is the smartest move at this point. And honestly, I just want to note, AMD, it's like I want to play it down to the gap and then flip long, right? I'm not trying to short AMD. It's going to have to confirm a short because the market overall is quite strong. I mean, we're at the highs. Who would have thought? I guess this administration would have thought. So let's go through this. Starting with SPY, which we have covered. We know what we're looking for. Hopefully we can get this perfect reversal, perfect 15 to 30 entry up and through. God damn it, Hood. Okay, sweet. I'm all for a pullback on Hood so I can get a better entry. Okay, sweet. I thought that was a alert for the upside. What I don't want to get an alert. See, why did that alert trigger when it didn't cross it? It's so weird. Okay. Yeah, okay. What is my train of thought? Okay. So, perfect spy, 15 to 30. Vroom, vroom. Inside week up. The issue with this is it's so inside day. And cues are less inside day, right? It just has more strength. Hood looks like it does want to be a hero. What do the tenors look like? Ooh. Hood going to give us a 10-minute re-entry. Right. So, spy's high risk. Cues are stronger. Like, cues are stronger. NVIDIA looking for another entry, as I mentioned. Meta. Don't know if Meta's worth the risk. If it gives you an inside 30 and up, we've already triggered the week, so we're looking to go back to the highs. You can hold it all week, which will also be outside month, right? For me, Meta is just a little too costly to trade anything but the most perfect setup. So, personally not interested, but the setup... But a setup is there, and it's possible. You need this inside 30 to trigger back up. If not, frankly, you could ride this to outside day. Inside 30 down, you can ride to outside day. It looks like things are pulling back anyway. So there's that. Okay. You would just be trading against continuity, but it wouldn't matter as much because you'd be able to flip the day and the week. It's the same candle, right? Because we're on Monday. So you'd flip the day and the week back red. So you'd have weekly continuity down. Microsoft could go, whatever this is, Meta could go either way. Okay. Microsoft. You know, Microsoft is a tricky one. I'd need more information. I definitely don't want to trade now. Inside day, inside 30. There's NVIDIA's going down too. Which should tell me AMD's going down, but it's not. Alright, I'm going to get out of those runners at break even. Hopefully they're still break even. Yeah, it's just not worth the back and forth. I can always re-enter. Really hope that hood gives me this re-entry. I hope the NVIDIA does too. Yeah, Microsoft, not enough info. Tesla. I kind of want this to go outside day. How can I get that? Ooh, 122 hour on Tesla. Say less. Sign me up. Did then go outside day. So that could be cool. Woo! Look at that pullback. But we're about to have the flip, so this doesn't really factor in too much. I'm more amazed that AMD is not pulling back, right? Because I want to fill this gap, so I'm finding that to be weird. But you know, you got to trade what they give you. It looks like SPY is about to really give it up. The issue with SPY is that it's inside day, so taking trades on this are gonna just be riskier than necessary. So I may sit that out. I'm hoping that this is just a quick little pullback. I don't know how many times I have to say Qs are stronger for myself to even consider trading the Qs over SPY. Maybe if I put an alert, I will change my tune. Okay, back to what I would be looking at, because now I just feel like I'm wasting time. Okay, Tesla, down. Love an outside day. If I can get this 1 to 2 hour to trigger, I'm in there. Let's see. Amazon, I just can't be bothered with Amazon. It's difficult for me to trade. I don't know why, but I can't be bothered with it. It's also an inside day, not worth my time. Google is Google. Google is pumping. If you missed the entry, you missed it. Like, that's all I can say. I missed it as well. I'm not even going to try and chase Google. Apple. You know, Apple made me want to short it this morning off of this. Running formation failed 2 up, but Apple's also a difficult one for me to trade. I think it's a dickhead. So there's that. AMD, I have talked about it ad nauseum. Hood, looking for a re-entry. I want this to pull back as far as it wants to pull back, and I will still long Hood when it sets up. SMCI, yeah, I still don't get why people are on about SMCI. I don't follow. I mean, I reckon you could trade it down. It's an inside day. It's an inside week. The week just started, to be fair, but I don't want to even talk about it. I don't like it. Palantir, not really paying attention to Palantir lately. The setup was good this morning. Oh, this is a firm. Okay, I was like, why is this making me feel okay? Yeah, I don't want to trade that. AVGO, inside day, may not be worth the risk. AVGO is expensive and spready. I want to trade expensive and spready things when the setup is obvious and undeniable. Not interested in Costco. QCOM. I really wanted this short on QCOM. I think I already talked about that. Okay. Netflix. I tell you what. I keep going back and forth. Do I want to trade this? If this thing hammers, it's pants off on Netflix. Okay. Adobe. I love Adobe. The issue right now with Adobe is that it's earnings. So contracts, it's already an expensive stock. Contracts are even more juiced, and spreads are hectic. I would not suggest anyone trade Adobe. There's better things out there, but I'm definitely going to trade the shit out of this. Okay. I don't know why Mara's on my list anymore. Carvana, not interested. Tim. Yeah, I'm glad I kind of went back and forth on this. It's a beast. I watched it last week. I mean, I've been watching it for about a month and a half. But looking at it like this, I just don't know. I don't know if it's necessary to take a risk on something so expensive. And with what I say, $20 spreads, there's Adobe. Let's go. I'm telling you, this thing wants all the glory. Fuck yeah, Adobe. Let's see, how much do you cost? How much do you cost? ADB. Bet you cost like $1,200. Woo, $1,400. That was a little more than I expected. Okay. Where was I? Tim. I think. You can go away. D-Dog. Also not interested. Well, I will say about D-Dog. You could take this 30-minute shooter and ride it to outside week. Because D-Dog wants you to think it's strong, but it's not. It's not. You can draw this. Hood. I hope that's to the downside. This motherfucker. Alright. Well, I'll have to wait these 6 minutes anyway. But good on you, Hood. Good on you. Really hoped you would have given me a bit more of a pullback, but can't be too upset. You already paid me this morning. I will allow you to pay me yet again. Nvidia's having a little bit of struggle, but I do love a wickless entry. I'm trying to think to myself why I got out of Nvidia. Like out of those runners. I don't have an answer. You know, Hood's gonna bait me into getting in before the flip, so maybe I should lock myself out of this. Ba-da-ba. Don't let it bait you. What was I trading on Hood? I don't know what my previous contracts were. It's not showing up. Internet's being wonky. Okay, D-Dog not interested. Come on. App. Also just not interested in this ticker. I think that it's difficult to get a hold of. Come on. All right. Not interested in that at all. Snow. Missed the daily train on Snow. MU. I've been wanting to get back into this. 3-2 week possibility. Huh. Let's set an alert and see what MU does. A crowd. Good for you. Filled this gap. Crowd's also expensive and just not worth it to me. Gold. Oklo. Nope. Spotify. Nope. Roblox. No longer even need to look at it. Hymns. Everyone's talking about hymns. I'm just not on board. We've spoken about Figma. Figma, I want you to be great, but I will wait for you. Okay, and then Quantum, which we don't have to go through. Okay. Fucking Hood. Look at Hood. It's going to our targets. Win some, you lose some. That's okay. I'm back in. It's not as much as I want it to be. And there's AMD on the reversal as well as Nvidia. Look at our good friend Q. And our friend Tim, which I'm not trading, which I actually feel okay about, to be honest. We'll get to a point where we want to trade spready things. All right. They're about to set us up for this flip, and I am out of here on the flip. We'll take my money and run. Portfolio is up 17.6% on the day. I still have hella buying power for the PM session, which is a win for me personally. I don't even know if I should. I feel like I should buy even more Hood. Okay. So, on the flip, my number one concern. Concern's the wrong word. My number one interest is Nvidia. I'm already in Hood, so I'm like not that interested now. Is Nvidia inside 30 to our target, right? Which we have an alert on. Then we have this gap. Want to fill this gap? Why not? Let's go. Ultimately, I want outside month on Nvidia and nothing but green skies and green ports. Next area that I'm looking at is SPY. I hope my 30s are still inside, but at this, yeah, they are. Oh no, it's a failed down 30, which is great. It's still an inside A. Just know, SPY's an inside A. I'm going to trade inside A. If you don't want to do that, then don't do that. I just want to make sure that that is clear. But yeah, I want to trade these inside 30s to take these hours. 3 to 15er to a failed down 30 to an hour hammer. Give it to me. NVIDIA, what do I want? I want you to just stay inside 30. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to know the month anymore. So let's switch this up and put the hour here. So hindsight a little bit, I should have never exited my NVIDIA fully. I understand this happened, but this is when you take some profit and then you leave runners. I got out of everything. So, you know, just slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. Da, 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 da. All right, 2 seconds. Ooh, I can't wait to get out of here. Streaming's a lot of work. Gotta set it all up. You have to keep talking. So much talking. So much bloody talking. I don't talk this much to anyone. Alright, there's my SPY. SPY's an inside day. Okay? SPY's an inside day. I want to keep saying it because I don't want to hear anyone say, but you took SPY. So I took SPY. Well, don't do that. If you don't want the risk, don't take the trade. Let's go SPY. All right, 15er has triggered, waiting for the 30 to trigger. I'll pull it up like this for you. SPY, 15er triggered, 3-2, 30 triggered, failed to down, up, hour, waiting. Hour, I'm already in. If the hour triggers, I may add, may not. Again, it's an inside day, so don't want to have too much risk. Green line is my hour trigger. It's a continuation, so I don't know if trigger is the right word, but my hourly continuation. And we can do this 1 week, 1 day. Okay, we see it. With this, I am also, let's go Hood. Take us there, Hood. I'm going to add to Hood because now is the time. That's not my stop. This is just so I know what's happening. I will know that it's flipped it red and it's coming down. Okay, now I just need things to move. If NVIDIA wants it, so do I. And you see Tim. I just couldn't get into it. And I know this is a dog. That's why I said this is a dog. I just couldn't do it. And that's okay. I'm happy with those types of decisions. Let's see. MU. I can't remember what I said about MU. I know I want to trade it, but I can't remember why. It's also an inside day. Oh, it has this really interesting week. 3-2 week up. The hour's still inside, so no. That's my response to that. Let's go back to our friends over here. Okay, SPY made a new high of day. I wasn't paying attention. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you gotta take the new high of day. So now I am thinking That's unfortunate. Okay. I don't have many concerns about Hood. It's going back to the highs. The only thing I'm actually concerned about is SPY a little bit. Where's ADR? Ooh, it's quite far. Okay. All right. That is it for me. I'll be back in the PM session, which is after lunch, so like noon 30. And we will see what we can get, what we can do, what they're delivering. Wow, Tim, beastly. That hindsight will kill you, so don't stay on it too long. I think I put on the watch list. Let's see. Yeah, 37%. Not bad, not bad. 37% on the, what contracts are these? The 85s. Not bad at all. But a $20 spread is just, nah, that's a dub. Okay. Okay, catch yous later. How do I stop this shit?